how to introduce yourself, and that typically is the first question in an interview. And the introduction sets the tone for the rest of the interview if you get asked that. You need to pace yourself. You need to know how long the answer should be, and you also need to know what to cover in the interview. So on pacing yourself, I strongly recommend that you write down this answer, memorize it, and then rehearse it in such a fashion that during the interview it comes across as if you're delivering it for the first time. So it needs to be that packed, okay? The second bit, which is how long should it be? I recommend that it should be about 150 to 200 words, and you must, when you're writing it down, bring it down to that level. But you must also ensure that if you get interrupted at about the 100 or the 120th word during an interview, then you should have covered all the important things before that. So remember, this very important piece, write down a 200-word answer, but ensure that within the first 120 words you've covered all the 5 important things. And the third bit, what are those 5 things? And that's where you require extensive preparation. You need to write down about your strengths, you need to write down about your achievements, you need to write down about your weaknesses, you need to write down about your family, you need to write down about your career ambition. And once you've written down everything, you need to sit down with a coach who will help you identify what are those 5 things that you must include in your introduction. This also has to ensure that there is an achievement orientation to the answer that you give, which means that it's not about saying that I am very interested in making bags. It is very important to say if you have made 500 bags, or if you've sold 250 of them, and what have you done with the money. So it is about a story. It's about putting your best foot forward. It's about making the panel fall in love with you. So therefore a bland description is good enough, but is it good enough to make them fall in love with you is a question that you must answer for yourself when you're writing these 200 words. The other thing is benchmark yourself with the other students. For example, a lot of the time students start by saying I'm from Bombay, and I am a family of 4, or that I am an engineer. I don't think that is really making them fall in love with you. You need to say that I'm an engineer from an IIT Bombay, or I'm an engineer from Sardar Patel College of Engineering. And that you're from Bombay is given in the form, unless it's really something interesting that you want to talk about Bombay. Why does it have to be part of your introduction? So think about everything that you're saying over there, that is it building up your love quotient in their mind, and will it make them believe that you're going to be a great student once you start studying with them in the college. Ultimately these are professors who are looking for good clay to mold in the 2 years that you're going to be with them. And while you're doing this and writing this down, why is it practicing very important? Because when you're writing an essay for yourself, you never start by saying myself, Deepali Naair. Nobody says that, but a lot of the times I've seen people introducing themselves like that. One, it's incorrect grammar, and second, it doesn't really look nice, right? And think again, is there something really relevant about your family? Is there something really relevant about your school? Is there something really relevant about your college? Do you really need to include it? If it is going to put you amongst the masses, then don't include. If it is going to show that you're different and that you're better, or that you're superior at something, then include. So those are my tips for how to introduce yourself. And please remember, 70% of the interviews, that's the first question that you get asked.